Rawr. I got this from the bins for the kids. What's going on, everybody? It's Saturday. So we're going to finish off this video, show you kind of what I got from the bins. Got some really cool stuff. So yeah, if this is not like crazy rare or worth anything, it'll go to the kids. And then picked up for my wife. She likes the Grinch. So I picked up the Grinch for her. Go give her that. And the only electronic, I'm trying to really like stay away from electronics right now, mainly trying to focus on books and media, but I buy, sell everything. So so this was at the bins. It's a MacBook charger for a laptop, so with the original MagSafe on there, original MagSafe port. So I picked that up. I'm not sure what they're going for anymore, but it was at the bin, so it was really cheap. Picked this up. It was in a plush bin. It's a McDonald's toy. I believe it was from the 80s. Yeah, 1988. So when this was out, I was like 4 years old. But new with tags. I mean, not new, but you know what I'm saying. I know absolutely nothing about this other than it is creepy as all get out. Everybody was just tossing them to the side and trying to grab other stuff. Stuff like this just sells on eBay. Weird, odd, scary, creepy looking things. But what's really odd about this is, one, it doesn't have any hands. I don't know if it originally had hands or if they cut them off, but it's got a voice box. I tried putting a battery in and pushing the button, and nothing happened earlier. So, but yeah, when I push the button on his tummy, nothing happens. So I don't know. I just think it was very interesting. I don't see anything on it other than it says it was made in Hong Kong. So somebody will buy it. I know I'm trying to stick to just media, but sometimes things sell. So this here, I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok or on Facebook Reels or anything like that, but it's one of those things where you put your baby here and it's got a motor inside of it, and it just pats the baby and keeps it asleep. So that's that. It does have the remote, the charger, and the cable for it, but for some reason I can't get it to work. So I don't know. I'll probably just list it, as that I can't get it ready to work. Who would leave Buc-ee's? So it's a little Buc-ee's beaver, and yeah, picked him up. We have a Buc-ee's opening up in Dayton. I think it's like April 6th or something like that. So I picked him up, throw him in the store. I have no idea what this is, what it's called. I haven't looked it up other than just doing like a reverse image search. And it looks like they're going for about 25 to 40 bucks. So I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit more research, but pretty cool. These don't sell for as much as they used to. These are the Magic Math addition and subtraction. So like if you press 1 plus 2, I don't know if you can see it, but it'll show you the answer 3. So, but if they're clean, I always pick them up. They're real easy to list, real easy to ship, and they usually sell pretty fast. Okay, so this is a stack of media that I got. This is a older car dealership. What do you call them? Brochures. This is for the Duster, the Sundance Duster. So, figured to pick that up. The bins was 56 cents a pound. So this is Shotokan Karate, the ultimate in self-defense. This one here, I don't like the title of it or the topic of it, whatever. The sexual politics of meat, a feminist vegetarian critical theory. But what's interesting is when you open this up, there's a whole letter here. You can pause it and read it, but it's signed by Barbara Bush. I don't know. So I picked it up if it's signed. So this one, I did a video on my short, short reels or whatever. You can go and take a look at that. Picked this Bible up. I've never seen the cover of one like this before, and I always pick up Bibles to sell. And what was inside this Bible, if you didn't see the short, is, so there was this inside of it, some like Catholic looking charm or something like that, which is really lightweight. Then this bookmark, and it's sewn on, and then a 1977 Stormtroopers card was inside the Bible. So that was cool. Another Bible. People were tossing Bibles around like they weren't interested. This happens to be Jeffrey Shunk's Bible. I guess, I don't know, he didn't want it, or I don't know, but it seems to be in pretty good condition. It is brown leather soft, so that'll do pretty good. Anything about flying I usually pick up, even if it's going to sell for $5-10. It usually goes pretty quick. This is more I learned about flying from that. And there's stories in here about like weather and systems failing and stuff like that. This is Battle for the Falklands, Land Forces. So there's one, and then there's 2 books, so I got those. This is Spy Planes. This book here, A History of Women in Russia, I believe this is it. There was a lady at the bins, and she was scanning with her phone, and I asked her what app she uses. And she's like, well, I don't use an app. And I said, oh, okay, well, I use Scoutly, just to kind of give an idea of what a book's worth. And she's like, well, I use an app that whatever the company's going to pay me for books. So she's using like Thrift Books or buy back your books or whatever those apps are. So she took this book, scanned it, and it told her no. And then I picked it up and scanned it. And I think it's like $25 on Amazon. This one she also put down. It's Guardians and Their Angels by Linda Lee Green. And it's signed. So anytime I pick up a book that's signed, I always pick it up. This was in about 4 or 5 different pieces. It's the total package. And it definitely wasn't complete package. I had to find everything. But this is a 1970s, I believe it's 70s, Campus for Christ. I like how I got the camera here and the camera there, but when I go to do this, then the camera angle lifts up and then you just see my chin. But anyways, this is a total package for the Campus of Christ. It's got the booklet in it, the magazine. It's got the VHS tape, and it's got the Bible. So I thought, complete. It'll go under the books, and we'll see what that's worth. This one is It's Easy to Be Rich. This is the Rich Dad, Poor Dad author from the game Cash Flow. And it's got the 3 cassettes in there in really good condition. This surprised me. This really surprised me. So this book here, I picked it up because I was going to give it to my son because he likes doing puzzles. It says, Maze, Solve the World's Most Challenging Puzzle, Win $10,000 by Christopher Manson. It is loose binding, but it is complete and it is, good readable condition. I looked it up. Look at the comps here. Active and selling for a crazy amount of money, like over $100. And so this book, A Light in the Attic, I saw this book because if you're a bookseller, you've seen this guy's face. Probably in every, like if you do bulk books or anything like that, you've always seen this guy's face. Well, I looked this up, and the first edition goes for about $69, which this is. And if you have the later editions, they drop down to like $7. So I picked that up. The lady did not have that, but then I just picked up some magazines, some real easy, quick, aviation magazines. So we got Air and Space, 1995. This is 1995 Air Combat, Air Combat, Air Combat, Air Combat, Air Combat. I think the rest of these are Air Combat. Air Combat 94. And then the last book, just because it's interesting. Interesting and like particular books and stuff like that seem to sell. And this is Principles of Visual Perception. So So pick that up. So that's what I did. I think that's everything. Oh, I got this shirt. I'm really not trying to do clothes at all, but this is screams 90s. It's, whoops, almost dropped the phone. It's 96, 97. This is the intramural champion of the Western Kentucky University. It is cut sleeves, but tag is Fruit of the Loom. So I don't know. I'll throw it up and see what we can do with it. But that's pretty much what I got. So what do you guys think? I'm shocked about that Maze book. I mean, I knew the first edition book would probably do okay, this one. But this one really, really blew me away. Thanks for watching, guys.